X.
Alright, welcome back to Team Broke Nerds. We still doing our round robin battles. As promised in the last video, since it's Dood and Otaku's turn, I'm going to tell stories about how I met them both. You know, I'm gonna tell a nice, because I kind of told the story during the SAO video, but I didn't really go into deep details about how me and Dood met, so I'm gonna go into deep details in this video.
Right, you did.
Yeah.
My favorite character, Relius. Oh god.
Oh, you in trouble. This is gonna be quick. I better shorten my story, because Dude is a little too good as Relius.
Because Relius is fun. It's like playing Persona, but not really.
Yeah. Alright, if you watched our SAO video, you know that me and Dude met each other in kindergarten. After second grade, I moved away and left that school, so of course we lost contact after that, because you know, you don't pay attention to that kind of stuff when you're in elementary school. Our mom stayed in contact though. So years later, when I was about to go into high school, my mom told me, "Oh, your friend from kindergarten, John, is gonna be at the same school as you." And at the moment, I was just like, "Oh, okay," because like, even though I changed schools a couple of times as I was growing up, I always stayed in the same general area. So, like all throughout my life, I would constantly like run into like old quote-unquote best friends from elementary school, and I would just not know who the fuck they were. So, the name. So at the time, poor Otaku.
Keep the story going. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So,
Keep going.
so at the time, the name John didn't click in my head like as anyone. So I was just like, oh, okay. I figured that I would see them. My sister would get mad at me for not recognizing him, and then I would just continue on with my life. So, first day of high school comes.
It's fine, because the same thing happened to me. And my mom mentioned that.
Oh, you're okay. Cool. I was wondering that too. All right, so, oh my god, I'm just watching this and I'm at a loss for words.
Shut the fuck down, my boy.
Anyway. Oh my god, this beating is so bad. So, first day of high school comes. Attendance is being said, and I hear the teacher say Dude's name. And I hear the name, and in my head I'm like, oh shit, that name sounds really familiar. And then I hear Dude on the other side of the room say here, and I look over and I think, wow, that's a really familiar voice. I look over at him like, huh, that guy is really familiar. And like, believe it or not, me and Dude, we pretty much look the same from how we did in kindergarten, essentially. Like, we didn't age that much, so we pretty much more or less look the same. So I'm looking at Dude and I'm like, he looks really familiar. So I don't really say nothing. About a month pass. Without me or Dude really bringing it up, we just both kind of drifted towards each other and started hanging out again. And then one day, a month later, I don't know. Yeah, I'm about to pass it to you. How do I do that? Because I'm still telling stories.
You got press triangle.
Oh, right. It says so right there. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna continue my story. So
yeah.
So about a month after the start of school, me and Dude have already been hanging out a whole bunch. We started hanging out with other people. We're already deep into our friendship, and me and him just are casually like, I'm just like, hey, we knew each other in kindergarten, right? He was like, yeah, we did. I was like, cool.
Yep,
And that was all we spoke about it. Like, because at that point, it was like, we were already hanging out. We were already clearly friends again. So it was like, why bring it up?
Yep. Although we could have mentioned those times we did homework together and stuff like that. Yeah,
like me and Dude were really like close, even in kindergarten, like from kindergarten to second grade. Like he would come over to my house and we'd do homework together, you know, the classic stuff that you do during that time. So yeah. So yeah, ever since, so after that, yeah, we just never stopped hanging out with each other. Like, I lost contact with a lot of my friends from high school, but I'm still in close contact with Dude, so friendships, that's just how strong the friendship is. And then, okay, let's tell the story of how I met Otaku. So, oh god, this is such an embarrassing story. Because when I think back on what I used to do on that app, I always think like, what the fuck was I thinking? Okay, Otaku actually getting a little traction here. But of course, Tager gets to grab it, and his whole combo means nothing. Fucking Tager. Anyway,
Oh, fuck you. Nope.
Anyway, so back on an app that will not be named right now. Let's just say it was an anime forum that I decided to pick up because the mobile app for another anime forum that I was on just really sucked. Jesus. The death.
I hate Taker so much.
The death. The death! Anyway, I had legit... No, not legit. I had joined the app this forum maybe a month ago. I was on the app. Of course, it was in the middle of class. It was a part of a class that I was in a class that I just really didn't like. So I was just on my phone the whole time. And
oh my god, dude!
Alright, we're done here.
God!
I'm not done telling stories. So I'm gonna pass again, Otaku.
My health, though. This is why I don't like Taker. Just grab. God.
Coco Noe's orders. I'm taking you back in.
That's right.
Yuki, tear me. So terrifying. For such a side character, he is so terrifying.
Hey yo, I'd be
Like
terrified if I ever saw him.
He's like a cool character you can hang out with.
Otaku's so pissed. Anyway, I'm gonna pass again so I can keep telling the story. So
Alright.
So just joined this new anime forum. I was just randomly perusing the chat rooms and I went into a random one. And I was just talking with the people, getting to know the people. And Otaku joined it around the same time as I did. It was both me and him. It was the first chat room that we joined on that app, and we just started talking to each other. And it was another moment where it was kind of like me and Dude, where we just kind of clicked. Like me and Otaku started talking to each other. It just kind of clicked. I only started talking to him. We started talking shit about the other people in the chat room, and shit goes down. And next thing I know, me and Otaku completely ignore those people. To this day, we just are just like, we think back at the things that we did with those people, and we were just like, those people fucking sucked.
Disgusted. We were disgusted, basically.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe one day I might actually say what app it was, what we actually did on the app, you know? So embarrassing to think about it, though, but yeah. Well, that's a story for another day, but basically it's a situation like with Dude, where me and Otaku pretty much just clicked, and we haven't stopped hanging out since then. Oh, Otaku's dead, by the way, guys.
I'm gonna try a couple.
Otaku, you know there's no winning once he starts that.
Come on.
You might as well just take your loss now.
I'm gonna
Stop that.
I'm at least gonna try to fight back. At least I don't give up, though. I'm gonna at least fight back.
I know it's over, especially once he starts going in the air, because I have I'm pretty good at 2D fighters, but I have a very bad habit of staying only on the ground. Like, I'm just not good at it. I don't know how. It's just how I am. I'm not very good with, like, transitioning to the air and shit like that.
What the? Wow, that was odd.
You know, great commentary coming from Dood and Otaku right now.
Hey, you heard me say that was odd. Hey.
What was loud?
That's odd.
Oh, odd. But, I mean, Otaku's so in the zone that he's not even talking right now. We'll probably get him back once
singing the voice unbridled.
You need to stop, bro. Your audio is actually strong now. You need to stop singing because you drown out everything.
I can't help it, though. That time was just too perfect.
Oh god.